Students search for jobs.
And students get a day all about them. Stay tuned. TrojanVision News starts now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to TrojanVision News for April 1st, 2015. I'm Sarah Singletary.
And I'm Angel Norris. Thank you for joining us this evening. April 1st may be April Fool's Day, but Troy University was not joking about having a Student Appreciation Day. Jordan Elston gives us a look.
Troy University is showing the students how much they care with their first ever Student Appreciation Day.
Well, this is the first ever Student Appreciation Day, and it's just an opportunity for faculty and staff on campus to show students that we appreciate that they chose Troy to attend school, and it's just a way for us to show our appreciation.
Troy is providing many souvenirs and snacks to show the students that they're loved, and based on the turnout, the students love Troy back. McGee says that she thinks that Student Appreciation Day has been a success and hopes to have many more in the future.
I believe it has been successful for it being its first time. I think that a lot of students have come out and they see the support that we're showing, so hopefully in the future that'll be able to grow some more too.
Students said that they had a great time and are looking forward to the next one.
I think it's a really cool opportunity for students to feel appreciated. And just get some free stuff. Yes, I think the pictures is a cool idea, and the drawings and free food. You know, college students love free food, so that's cool too. I think this is a really great idea, and I would love to see it in the future, and more often would be cool too.
Once I got the email, I was very excited to hear about Student Appreciation Day. So, I'm happy because they're always having another appreciation day. So I was glad they had one for the students. As far as WEPA, the printing station, and some of the Troy University souvenirs, I'm really happy they're out here. So we all need a little appreciation every now and then. So yeah.
Jordan Elston, Troy, TrojanVision News.
This is the first year that Troy has held a Student Appreciation Day.
One would hope that the goal of most college students would be to get a job when they graduate. Well, today Troy University gave students a chance to try and meet that goal. Deborah Bogart explains.
Troy students met with potential employers, handed out resumes, and took professional headshots in Sartain Hall Wednesday as part of the Spring Career Fair. Over 50 companies and employers were represented, which organizers say is a record high.
We had a great turnout this year. We had over 50 employers, which is actually a record number for us, so we're really happy about that. And students have been coming in pretty steady all day, so we think it's been a great turnout overall.
Law enforcement, public utilities, and TV news were just some of the many fields represented. And with such a variety of career fields present, Kira Oliver said it was important that she talk to everyone regardless of her major.
When you're about to graduate, you realize, there are going to be a lot of job opportunities that fit what you want to do, but may not be within your major. There are insurance companies that, I know nothing about insurance, but just talking to the companies, it sounds like they have, positions available that, fit my description of what I do want to do.
The career fair was not just for those actively looking for a job. Students were encouraged to network and get to know the companies and their representatives. One employer said that networking is the most important aspect of the fair.
I think you're always networking, regardless if you're coming to a career fair dressed professional and handing out your resume to potential employers, or if you're sitting next to somebody traveling on an airplane. You are always selling yourself. You are always networking, and I have found all of my jobs through networking. The power of networking is something that cannot be matched.
And networking seemed to be the focus for organizers as well.
So of course we want them to come, hand their resumes, talk to employers, but one of the most important things they can get out of today is networking. That's really the best way to get a job these days, is just to talk to employers, whether you're a freshman all the way up to a senior. So hopefully they got networking and connections.
Career Services will hold their next fair in the fall. Deborah Bogart, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Any student who would like career advice or needs help with a resume can visit the Office of Career Services in Eldridge Hall, room 104. Sexual assault is a crime that has potential to affect everyone, especially those in a college environment.
Today, a group of Troy University students were doing their part to spread awareness of the crime to try and help those who may be victims. Shantia Wilson explains.
April 1st marks the beginning of Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and campus outreach spread the word.
Today we're promoting sexual assault awareness by asking everyone to take the It's On Us pledge. And it's a pledge, basically you're making a personal commitment to keep women and men safe from sexual assault.
DeLuca says that providing information to Troy students about sexual assault is important because the lessons learned could end up helping someone in the future.
These things need to be spoken about. Certain people need to be reached out to, and we need to make sure that people hear the information that we have so that they can feel comfortable enough to come forward and seek the help that they need.
Campus Outreach is asking everyone to take the pledge against sexual assault. They will be doing various activities around campus throughout the month of April.
Next week we will be having another event kind of like this one out here on the quad. It's called it's going to be titled These Hands Don't Hurt, and it's going to be promoting sexual assault awareness much like this one.
If you would like to participate in the It's On Us pledge but were unable to attend Wednesday's event, you can visit their website at itsonus.org and sign the pledge. Shantia Wilson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The sexual assault awareness activities will continue with These Hands Don't Hurt next Tuesday from 10 to 2 on the quad.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. Alabama running back Tyrene Jones has been arrested on marijuana charge, the third arrest of a Crimson Tide football player in 4 days. Tuscaloosa police said in a news release that Jones was charged yesterday with possession of marijuana, second degree, and released on $1,000 bond. Crimson Tide coach Nick Saban has suspended Jones indefinitely on February 10th for conduct not standard of that with the Alabama football program.
In Birmingham, police are investigating a hit-and-run collision that claimed the life of a 2-year-old boy. WBRC TV reports that a vehicle struck the boy around 7:30 last night on Northland Avenue Southwest. The child was taken to Children's Alabama Hospital, where he died of his injuries.
A bill to change how Alabama recruits businesses to locate or expand is getting closer to the governor's desk. The Alabama Senate approved economic development legislation yesterday that would change how Alabama provides incentives to companies it's trying to recruit.
Still to come on TrojanVision News, the softball team hosted UAB for a midweek doubleheader. Find out how they did when Amy Austin joins us in sports.
And as the recent religious freedom bill continues to baffle people, one state will not be signing it. More on that when we return.
After backlash to Indiana's religious freedom law, other states like Arkansas consider their own versions. I'm Adriana Diaz in Indianapolis. The latest coming up.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit. Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just please, don't leave. Okay, but remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
This is Dr. Jack Hawkins. He's the Chancellor of Troy University and a veteran. One of his proudest achievements is serving those who serve and helping active duty military and veterans complete degrees that will build great careers. That's the warrior spirit, and it's alive and well at Troy University. Feel it at troy.edu/spirit.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
The Trojan softball team played host to in-state foe UAB last night at the Trojan softball complex. Things didn't start off well for the Trojans as they fell in Game 1 of the doubleheader 5-1, but turned it around for the nightcap. The Trojans beat the Blazers in Game 2 6-1. Troy had 6 hits on the night, all of which came from 6 individual players. Kate Benton and Carly Kaler each had a single in the game. Hannah Day, Becca Hartley, and Khadijah Neely had doubles, and Ashley Rainey had the lone home run of the game. Rainey got the win for Troy as she allowed just 1 earned run on 7 hits and only walked 1 in 5 innings of work. Head coach Beth Mullins said good pitching and hard work at the plate helped secure the win.
I mean, I thought we had good pitching, timely hitting, and good defense, and that's kind of what we stress. When you have good pitching and good defense, it's always going to give you a chance, and then timely hitting, I thought we did a good job. I think we had 6 runs on 6 hits, which means we, when they got on base, we scored them.
Troy will play host to Sunbelt opponent ULM for a weekend series that will begin with a doubleheader on Friday and end with a game on Saturday. The first game of the doubleheader on Friday is slated for 3 p.m. and the second is set to begin at 5 p.m. The baseball team hosted Alabama State for a midweek game in order to even the record against the Hornets. Early this season, Alabama State defeated the Trojans 12-8 on the Hornets' home turf. Troy hosted Alabama State to even the rivalry, and Clay Yeager has the results.
The Troy baseball team couldn't continue its 4-game win streak as well as add to head coach Bobby Pierce's winningest record in Troy history. The Trojans would fall to Alabama State late in the 9th inning, 9-3.
Well, we had some opportunities earlier in the game to stretch the game out and had an opportunity with pitching and defense at the end of the game to win it. Didn't execute on either side of that, so we walk away with a loss here at Riddle Pace that I don't think we should have gotten. I hate that we're not celebrating with Ben after his fine start.
The Trojans' strength is usually their sound defense, and it was strong up until the 9th inning when it fell apart on a single to left field with bases loaded.
We had a senior catcher that made a bad decision on a bunt play, tried to get the lead out when it wasn't there. That set it up first and second, nobody out, and then we kind of fell apart from there. So we've just continued to let those type things snowball on us a little bit instead of make a nice play to stop the bleeding. And tonight was another example of we were in good position to win the game but didn't pull it off.
Troy's offense seemed like it had ironed out their problems as they went 3-1 at the bottom of the 3rd inning. However, Pierce says they have to work on execution for late innings.
Scored early, didn't get enough done late, left too many runners on. After we got the 3 runs, we had the lead 3-2 at that time. Had opportunities to score and like I said, didn't execute on that end either to stretch the game out. So it left the game really close late. Still had opportunities to win, like I said, with pitching and defense, and just didn't execute enough.
The loss puts the Trojans' record at 15-15 as they prepare for a weekend series in Boone, North Carolina. Clay Yeager, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
The baseball team will head to Boone, North Carolina to take on Appalachian State for a 3-game conference series. Game 1 will begin Friday at 5 p.m. The women's golf team closed out their final tournament before Sunbelt Conference play. The Trojans came away victorious at the John Kirk Panther Intercollegiate. Troy won in a pool of 15 teams, and sophomore Fatima Fernandez-Cano won individually. Troy's round was the 3rd best round in school history by leading with 40 birdies over the course of the 3 rounds. When entering the final round, Troy was 3 strokes behind Middle Tennessee, who ended in 2nd and was sitting at 3rd place. The lead went back and forth between Troy and Middle Tennessee until the last 4 holes, and head coach Bart Barnes said he and his team are excited to finally clinch a win.
Finally got us a W for the spring. We've been close, knocking on the door a couple times, and to finish it off with a nice round, final round, kind of come from behind and win was very rewarding. I think a big confidence builder. Looking forward to conference and what we've got out ahead of us, I think is just really good for the team, really good for our confidence, and something I hope that spurs us on, to finish this season strong.
And other good news for the women's golf team, Cano was named Sunbelt Conference Women's Golfer of the Month. Along with winning the tournament, she set a school record for the lowest round. Cano and the Trojans will have 2 weeks for rest and preparation before heading to the Sunbelt Conference Tournament to defend their title on April 13th and 14th. The men's golf team is coming off a 3rd place finish at the Furman Intercollegiate. Troy finished with an 875, coming just behind Jacksonville. And head coach Matt Terry said his team fell behind, but he was still pleased with his team's performance.
Guys played pretty well. We didn't play as well as we wanted to the last day. We killed ourselves on the front side of the golf course. That's kind of the meat of where you make all the birdies. We didn't play very good. That's basically the gist of it for the final round. Not playing very good, but it's kind of nice knowing that you didn't play well, still finished 3rd.
Next up for the Trojans is the Old Waverly Collegiate Championship in West Point, Mississippi.